Welcome to the Michigan Runner Show. Join us each time as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great sport.
Hi, Carter Sherline for Michigan Runner News, and I have with us today the overall winner and Masters male winner of the 2021 Michigan Runner Race Series, Samuel Darling. Welcome.
Yep, thank you.
And I actually didn't ask you, do you prefer Sam or Samuel?
Most people call me Sam. Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, so you ran, let's see, 5 of the 9 events that we held, or that we ran in conjunction with. Winter Blast 5K, the Run the Rock 5K, the North Mitten 13.1, the Oktoberfest 8K, and the Detroit Turkey Trot 10K. So I guess, well, my first question is, was this intentional? Did you pick these events because you just wanted to run them, or did you pick them because of the Michigan Runner Race Series?
Well, I guess I kind of came across it on accident because I did the first one. And I kind of just did the first one as like a prep race for different races I was going to do throughout the year. And then I heard it was part of the Michigan Runner Series. And so I was like, well, what other races are in there? And when I looked them up, 2 of them I was already signed up for. So I decided, hey, maybe I can run a few of these and maybe win it, So.
Okay, because you're was a little haul for you for a couple of them because you're from the west side of the state.
Yeah.
Winter Blast not too far for you, and North Mitten. The rest of them are at least halfway across the state or all the way across the state. So let's talk about the events themselves. The Winter Blast 5K, you were first. I was saying you won 4 of the 5 that you ran. You were second and the 5th of them. So tell us how that first race went.
Yeah, first race went pretty good. I knew some people there, so I had some people to run with and run against, some familiar faces. So it was just trying to do the best I can every time I show up to a race. So.
Okay. The what kind of day was that? Again, you found out about the Michigan Runner Series at that event. Somebody will ask you about that too. But tell us if you can remember back to I guess that would have been February. What that was like.
Yeah, it was a little chilly that morning, but I remember signing up for that race because I saw how many faster racers show up at that race consistently. So thought it'd be fun to have some good competition and run against some faster people. And yeah, race went pretty good on that one. It wasn't the normal indoor finish I guess they have, but it was a fun race.
Okay. And did they announce that this was part of the Michigan Runners Series? I know we had someone there.
I can't quite remember if they must have, because that's how I heard about it. So because after I did pretty well in that race, I went home to look up the series and what it was about. So.
Okay. Then Run the Rock, which I know was run with a window start, so you don't really know who you're running against, I suppose. But I think you actually physically crossed the line first so you must have started at the official start time.
Yep, started the official start time, and at that point I knew it was part of the Michigan Runner Series. So then, obviously, I'm a Masters runner, so I was basically looking at all the older runners and seeing, like, making sure I got to beat everybody that looks my age and older. So
Okay. Did you um, manage to beat the whole field there, though?
I think so. I think one person did come in ahead of me.
Okay.
I think I was second in that race.
Got confused. I haven't reviewed those pictures, so again, I photographed that one. So it was actually you crossing the finish line. So maybe that was the picture we'll use. Um, so one open runner that beat you at that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and that one runs through campus at Albion. So,
Yeah.
yes. And the North Mitten 13.1. So that's run at Crystal Mountain.
Yep. That's one I wanted to do for quite a while. And so I was already signed up for that one to do. And see, what was it? 3 days before that one, I was playing a soccer game with my kids and pulled a groin muscle. And decided I was still going to run the race and just see what happened. And ended up did pretty good in that race. And then 2 weeks after that, I ran the Charlevoix half marathon, which probably was not a good idea. And that put me out of commission for the rest of the summer. That's what
Okay.
but that's why I didn't do any of the races
Yes.
in the middle.
Well, we didn't see you till October again, and as far as the series went. So, and then
I did sign up for all the races in the event in the series, and I did the Mount Baldhead Challenge one.
Okay.
But that one I had to walk a good portion of it, just because I wasn't fully recovered from the groin injury yet. So I was kind of like testing it out in that race. So.
Okay, so you just didn't show up in our results because you weren't in the top. Okay, well that one's a tough course in any case. So maybe I can ask you about that one in a minute, but let's finish with North Mitten. That's a pretty rough course as well. What was that like?
That one's mostly trails, and I do like trail running. I do a lot of trail running here in the west side of the state with Hoffmaster, Duck Lake, and Muskegon State Park right nearby. They're really good places to run. So any trail races, you can mimic training on any of those state parks with any trails around usually. And so that was a lot of fun. I mean, it was a lot of trails and going through the woods. I mean, so it's right up my alley, kind of.
You got that uphill finish for that one. That's just fairly lengthy.
Yeah. So that was a good course there. I like that one. I'd like to do that one again.
Okay, and again, that you didn't place, but the Mount Baldhead Challenge, that's was a real tough one for you, and coming back from injury.
Yep. I walked a good portion of that until I got to the big downhill dune, and I figured it'd be more work to walk down it than it would be just to kind of jog down that hill. And then after that, I ran the rest of that in, which was about 2.5 miles. And then I was like, hey, that wasn't too bad. Maybe I'm on the way to recovery. And so after that, I started sporadically throwing in more miles to try to build for the next few races, because I knew I wasn't going to be able to do well in the point series if I just didn't attend any more races. So.
Okay. Well, at that point, yeah, you had 3 wins, so that's pretty good. I don't know if that would have. I'd have to check to see if that would have won anyway, but
I think it would have.
I don't. I never get to Mount Baldhead, unfortunately, because I always have a conflict. But I did go through Sagatuck recently, and my friend and our coworker actually was the publisher or editor when we were print publication. Scott Sullivan is the director, and I know that that climb, it's over 300 stairs, so the challenge is an appropriate name. That's quite a climb. And I can't imagine doing it injured. So even walking up it would have been tough. So then the Oktoberfest 8K in Jackson, which again was one I wasn't able to get to because of a conflict, but I know that that's a long time race that I think has changed names, um, uh, if I remember correctly, over the years. Tell us about that one. And again, you were the first masters of that.
Yeah, and that one was actually overall winner. That's the only race I actually won overall.
Okay.
And showed up early, scouted out all the course except for a very small portion of it. There was a lot of road construction in town that day. So
Okay.
the course was marked by cones. Well, there was cones everywhere. I mean, even where the course wasn't. So there was a few people that got off course. I was fortunate enough to follow a lead biker, but unfortunately, even the lead biker went the wrong way, and I ended up getting 5.4 miles in instead of 5.
Okay.
Me and the top 4 runners went the wrong way, and we had to backtrack and reclaim our positions in the race, but I
Okay.
think everyone got back to the position where they were before we got off course. So,
Okay. So
I
it worked
guess,
out anyway.
yeah, no harm, I guess. Little
Okay.
extra fun.
Okay. And then the Detroit Turkey Trot 10K, massive race, even with pandemic caps and such. I think it was 11,000 total between the 3 distances. And I don't know if that doesn't count doublers twice though.
Yeah,
But and it was raining.
yeah, yeah. It was raining and the pavement was wet. There was big puddles everywhere. Um, that race went pretty well for me. I was actually planning, to do well in the Masters and maybe hopefully place, top 20 overall in the race. And when it came right down to it, I ended up placing 4th and actually PR'd, ran my fastest 10K ever there. And my watch measured the course a little wrong. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but I was very happy with my time there, being able to run on wet pavement and still come in, at that time. So
Okay, with
I,
that size of field, it's kind of hard to get out by yourself. So I'm assuming you're running with other people, at least open runners.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah, so it was a fun race. That was competitive too. It's always fun to have some people right near you when you're running to help push you to a better time. So
okay, you've got the spectators who got out early for the parade.
yeah, yeah, people cheering you on and stuff, that always helps.
Okay, all right. Um, so again, we'll be um, awarding the overall trophy at a very nice run, which if you don't know where that comes from, it's a saying that Ron Warhurst at Michigan is known for, and uh, Nick Stanko, who administers the series, ran for Michigan. So hopefully you'll get it. It's quite a trip across the state to come to, but maybe you'll get to that. And otherwise, we'll make sure you get your award. Looking forward to next year. Any thoughts?
Signed up for Boston next year and signed up for my first Ironman in the fall. So we'll give a few more sports a try. So
Okay. Well, congratulations and thank you for talking to us um, about your year and your participation in the events in the Michigan Runner Race Series.
all right, thank you.